My name is Cliff Melling. I'm going to be your host. We're going to jump right in and get started as we have a lot to cover in just 22 minutes. First of all, if you are new to GoToWebinar, just a couple points. We recommend that you view in full screen using this button. Also, if you have any questions during the webinar, answer them in the question field, not the chat field, and we'll be sure to answer as many questions as we can after the 22-minute presentation. Also, to keep the presentation interactive, we'll be asking live poll questions. These will be multiple choice questions on your screen. Just we ask that you answer those quickly, and we'll be showing the results for those as well. And with that, I wanted to introduce our presenter today, Dominic Gallegos. He has a background in civil engineering with nearly 15 years of experience in engineering design, working as a product engineer and designer creating bridges, tunnels, wastewater treatment plants, and other manufacturing products in the building and construction industry. And with that, I think we're going to go to the poll question, right? And then I'll hand it over to Dominic. So let's go to the first poll question here. And easy question, yes or no. Do you perform quality inspection on your parts? And I'll give everybody just a few seconds there to answer so we can keep within our time frame. And then I'll be handing it right over to Dominic. All right, looks like most people have answered, and we'll share the results here. And wow, 83% say yes. All right, Dominic, it's all yours.
Great, thanks. Thank you everyone for joining today's presentation. We have a great product to show you. Today we're going to show you how SolidWorks inspection can improve your quality processes by enhancing really the accuracy and quality control process through inspection reports, balloon drawings, and even first article inspection documents. First, we're going to take a look at how inspection documents are really created today, and then we'll also look at the limitations of the current methodology. Then we'll see why people are ultimately creating these inspection documents and why more and more companies really rely on them. Next, we'll see how SolidWorks inspection can ultimately help you and what are the key features and benefits that are really behind this new product. And we'll also take a quick look at the product while leaving some time at the end to really answer some questions. So let's dive right in. Some of the current methodologies and limitations that are seen really taking new products to market are really focused in two specific areas. The first is quality assurance, where many companies are finding that there's a significant amount of time and effort involved in developing the necessary documents that lead organizations to deliver the expected level of quality for a product that they design. Second, when the new product is ready for manufacturing, it's critical to make sure that the product is meeting the quality benchmarks that are either established by governing bodies or internal processes that have already been set up. So how is it done today? Well, many organizations are diligent about taking the time to create these manually balloon drawings, and even though this process works for many organizations, we found through our research and customer interviews that this process breaks down in four key areas. Not only is creating inspection drawings a manual process, but it consumes costly paper and even employee resources. Additionally, the sheer process of creating inspection documents is significant. Also, the accidental duplication of information can easily lead to errors that ultimately lead to added costs. So through our research, we came across some staggering information that customers gave us, one of which is a quote by Tony Grotto, a quality assurance inspector. Now, if you think about it, 4 hours is a significant amount of time as project deadlines are looming. So let's take a look at how this typical workflow that we see for developing inspection reports really begins. And when the designer or mechanical engineer creates the part, it's then handed over the designer and possibly the mechanical engineer create the 2D drawing, which is then delivered for manufacturing by way of balloon drawings. Next, it's the quality engineer or inspector who uses these balloon drawings or inspection reports to do the inspection for manufactured parts, either through manual quality control or even by using digital calipers or even more advanced CMM processes. Regardless of the process, the information is typically recorded on inspection sheets, which is then used for reporting, which ultimately comes down to a pass-fail determination. It's at this point where organizations either pass the product on for selling or determine the root cause for the degraded quality. Regardless of whether the product passes or fails, there's a significant amount of resources that are placed in this area. So, if we can create inspection documents faster, we can improve product reliability, we can shorten our time to market, and ultimately deliver a higher quality product. So Cliff, turn it over to you for our first poll questions.
So, yeah, second poll question, that's all right. So how do you create your inspection documents now? Is it a manual process, or do you have a software that you've actually purchased for creating this, for creating these documents? And give everybody a few more seconds here to respond. And it's looking like an overwhelming response again. All right, I'm going to close the poll now and share the results. And well, overwhelmingly, everybody does manually. So everybody's the right webinar. So back to you, Dominic. Thank you.
Wow, that's interesting. And to follow up on that, I wanted to share some interesting data points that we noticed as we also talked with existing customers. You know, as we began interviewing these customers, we found that 45% of our SolidWorks users are already creating first article inspection reports, and that backs up what we just found. Even more surprising is that only 15% are using software to develop these inspection reports and balloon drawings. Additionally, 59% of those that we talked with said that the sheer time in creating balloons or inspection reports is a tedious and time-consuming effort. Not surprising, 56% of the same group also reported that they had errors in their inspection documentation. Now, out of all that information, it's also important to identify what gaps SolidWorks inspection fills. Products such as core SolidWorks and even SolidWorks simulation are really focused on design quality, whereas SolidWorks inspection is targeted specifically at production quality. And there's a big difference. Now let's discuss what SolidWorks inspection can do to make your process more effective. Just as SolidWorks has shown success across really many industry segments, SolidWorks inspection offers groups such as aerospace and defense, oil and gas, and even medical device manufacturing really the necessary information to ultimately comply with industry regulations, including PPAP, AS9102, ISO 1345, and even FDA requirements. As we look deeper into some of the key drivers in industries where SolidWorks inspection is successful, you'll see machine design, automotive, and even a consumer products focus. And if you think about it, there's really a reason why, say, Japanese car manufacturers have become more prominent in the U.S. And not only were they more reliable, but in many cases they also have a significant effort placed on their inspection efforts. Additionally, take a look at reviews on websites such as Amazon and even companies like Best Buy, Apple, Home Depot, etc. You'll see that consumers are really quick to change their purchasing decisions based on the reviews on quality alone. Now this holds true for B2B markets as well. If you're buying, say, a professional laptop, a conveyor, a commercial refrigerator, or any machine for that matter, B2B decisions are also based on quality. So the question that comes to mind is, what is it that SolidWorks inspection can do, and how can it make my process more effective? Well, SolidWorks inspection is for companies who create inspection documents. SolidWorks inspection can automate ballooning of engineering drawings, minimizing inspection inputs, and easily publish industry standard inspection reports. And also, if you work in, say, a quality control department where you're using digital calipers or CMM equipment, SolidWorks inspection is a scalable solution that supports in-process, final, and incoming inspections and also record measurements. SolidWorks inspection is an intuitive application that ultimately reduces the time needed to create inspection documents by upward of 90%, by automating much of the process and really virtually eliminating many of the errors inherent in a manual process, thereby improving the quality of your inspection reports and ultimately helping to expedite your product delivery. SolidWorks inspection is also an easy-to-use in-process software application that requires virtually no training. So whether you have SolidWorks or not, you can use SolidWorks inspection to simplify the process of creating balloon drawings and inspection reports. Additionally, by removing many of the erroneous errors and omissions in your inspection documents, SolidWorks Inspection can really streamline your inspection process and ensure that your inspection documents comply with the various industry standards such as AS9102, PPAP, ISO 1345, and more, allowing your organization to improve your time to market. Now, if your organization performs inspections regularly and uses CMM or digital calipers, SolidWorks Inspection can also really provide additional support by easily importing that information directly and helping you perform your inspections more efficiently. So how does this break down? So the SolidWorks Inspection Standard offers both SolidWorks Inspection, the SolidWorks Inspection add-in and the SolidWorks standalone versions. Now both products have a comparable set of tools under a single license, allowing you to create inspection documents directly in SolidWorks or with PDFs and tips using the standalone version. Now under this framework, it also gives you the flexibility in your organization with employees who don't, say, know how to use a CAD application to easily create inspection documents with easy optical character recognition functions. So to be clear, so if you're responsible for ballooning drawings or creating inspection packages, SolidWorks Inspection is for you. Now, the SolidWorks Inspection Professional version differs in that it gives organizations that utilize coordinate measuring machines, CMM, or digital calipers the ability to easily and virtually automatically verify critical inspection information with minimal input. So if you work, say, in a quality department and you need to verify parts and input measurements, SolidWorks Inspection Professional is the right solution. Now, it's also important to point out that both SolidWorks Inspection Standard and SolidWorks Inspection Professional versions can automatically balloon designs and provide simple reporting in either PDF or Excel formats. So now that we've explored the core function feature set of SolidWorks Inspection, let's do a quick demonstration, and then we'll circle back, leaving some room for questions that may come up. SolidWorks Inspection is a simple-to-use, easy-to-learn, quality control solution that simplifies the process of creating inspection documents. With a few simple clicks, SolidWorks Inspection can easily recognize and extract embedded attributes and critical information directly from SolidWorks drawings. Once the extraction settings are set, using the simple basic or reference information, SolidWorks Inspection is set to automatically balloon your single or multi-page inspection drawings. Editing or even establishing key dimensions is a snap. You'll see here that balloon number 6 is marked by a key dimension. And then by simply updating the balloons, SolidWorks Inspection is set to automatically re-balloon the information, saving you valuable time and effort on, again, single or multi-page drawings. Additionally, SolidWorks Inspection doesn't modify the drawing in any way. Here the balloons are added to an independent layer, giving you added flexibility, control the visibility. Now once it's all set, SolidWorks Inspection can quickly export this information out to an FAI report or customized reports to suit your needs. Now for customers who need added flexibility in working with PDFs, TIFFs, or scanned documents from other CAD applications, SolidWorks Inspection standalone application is included. The advanced optical character recognition capability seamlessly extracts critical information from embedded attributes. Simply select the object, and SolidWorks Inspection intelligently comprehends part names, numbers, revisions, and more right from the printed dimension. Now, additionally, whether it's a part attribute, bill of material information, SolidWorks Inspection can intelligently extract the formatted content right from PDFs and TIFFs, while also maintaining the design format, which is then assigned the most relevant part information, such as part names, numbers, FAI numbers, and among others. As the process of creating inspection drawings becomes more complex, SolidWorks Inspection streamlines the creation of really ballooning drawings by automatically recognizing the printed content from the PDF. But the most important piece is that not only is the textual information taken from the drawing, but the content is tabulated in a bill of characteristics shown below. So by synchronizing the part dimension, and the appropriate balloon in an easy-to-understand format simplifies the process of how we create this content. Now, as part of the creation process, SolidWorks Inspection also provides added flexibility when looking at adding various dimensions on your drawing. Here you can see that SolidWorks Inspection has added the information below, and also balloon number 8 is actually a double dimension, if you will, and SolidWorks Inspection actually added the information in the bill of characteristics table while seamlessly minimizing the amount of input that's required for the user. Now, next, as part of the creation process, SolidWorks Inspection also provides flexibility in adding the critical inspection information ranging from GD&T, tolerance information, inspection classifications, and also identifying key dimensions. Next, and with minimal input, SolidWorks Inspection also allows us to modify how our information is set up, including the fit, color, among other format settings, giving your organization complete control over how you display your inspection drawings. Now, as parts become more complex, SolidWorks Inspection also offers a grid format that adds even more efficiency through character zones, allowing users and inspectors to find information when drawings that contain a significant amount of balloon are difficult to understand. Ultimately, exporting information out of SolidWorks Inspection can be easily accomplished through simple PDF, Excel, or even XML formats, among others. Here we sent it out to an SII report, to an AS902 format, and it provided the necessary information that was required for inspection departments. Now, I think we'll all agree that entering inspection results is time-consuming. SolidWorks Inspection simplifies the entry of testing results and color codes that information for immediate comparison. Now, for customers who are using digital calipers or need to import the CMM results, SolidWorks Inspection Professional automates the import of measurement data directly into inspection reports, thereby streamlining your processes and really increasing the control of how you create these high-quality parts. All right. So now that we circled back, let's open it up. I think we have 2 poll questions that we're going to ask as well.
Yeah, we'll just we'll launch one more now, and then I'll have a couple more poll questions at the end. But just a straightforward question here: is your manufacturing process affected by quality issues? Yes and no here. And give everybody a chance. We already have most of the people who already answered here. A few more seconds, and I'll close the poll. And talk about overwhelming responses, 94% yes. So, and then back to you, Dominic, to wrap it up here.
So now that we've taken a look at SolidWorks Inspection, I think we're going to open it up to Pete to see if there's any questions that we can possibly answer.
Actually, I just want to mention one thing. There's a couple more quick questions we want to answer. A couple more quick poll questions for you, but also want to mention that this is a good time to enter your questions. And we've also asked Pete Lefebvre here to answer some questions along with Dominic. But we just want to get a feeling of what's your level of interest in SolidWorks Inspection, and then if there's any more information you need from us. So now's a good time to ask your questions in the question field, and we'll lots of great questions already, so this may take some time. But Dominic, thanks a lot. That was a lot of great information in under 22 minutes. We actually under the mark for a change. We usually run over. So let me close this poll and pop up the last one.